Kia ora. Well, cold air is making its way northwards up the country as we head through the rest of today, accompanying that some pretty strong winds around Southland, Clutha and Dunedin. And we are going to find some wet weather still with us across those northern parts of the country. Now, as we head through the afternoon, that rain will clear away, leaving behind some clearer skies for places like Auckland and the Bay of Plenty through the afternoon. Some clear skies and some sunshine. There's still more cloud pushing in towards those western areas and a few showers across those central parts of the North Island. And a bit of that southerly change running up towards Wellington and the Wairarapa by the end of the day. On the South Island, we'll find showers that's springing up across those more northern parts of Canterbury. Some of them fairly heavy, perhaps even with the odd rumble of thunder through there as well. And we'll keep hold of those stronger winds around that far southeastern corner. Although they should start to ease off through Southland and Stewart Island through the afternoon, we'll still find a rather brisk looking afternoon for Dunedin, with those strong southwesterlies sticking with us. We'll keep hold as well of that strong wind watch. Now, that watch we have currently out for Southland will ease off as we head through the afternoon, so it runs out at about midday. Whereas that one we have for Clutha and Dunedin remains with us through till 5 p.m. this evening. It's still pretty windy, with the strongest winds in those exposed coastal areas where the winds could reach gale or even near gale or severe gale around those areas as we go through the afternoon. Now, looking ahead in towards the night time tonight, we'll find this cold air continues to move north, driven up by these southerly winds. We'll find some showers by the end of the night across those southern parts of the North Island, but starting to clear up quite nicely across the South Island. Some nice clear skies, some colder temperatures in store for us as we head through the night time tonight. Down south, we'll keep hold of a few more in the way of a few showers, just skirting those coastal areas through there. But I think most of the activity through the night time will be around across these central areas as we head through the night. Some nice clear skies, places like Gisborne and across in towards the Bay of Plenty. In terms of our temperatures, where you have that cold air running up the South Island, it will be a chilly night. Temperatures back down to around about 1 degree Celsius in Queenstown, even 2 or so for the likes of southern Canterbury. And it's worth saying, we'll find that cold air runs up towards the North Island, and it's a cold night for you as we head in towards the early hours of Friday morning. But let's look at what Thursday has in store. We start off with those showers from, say, Taranaki down towards Wellington. They'll move a bit further northwards. Then they become a bit more confined to these central parts of the North Island. Some of those fairly heavy. After the question, we might catch the odd rumble of thunder about the central plateau. But for the South Island, it's a different story. We'll have a few early showers across the northern parts of the country, but that'll clear off quite nicely, and we'll be left with mostly a dry story for the South Island, a bit more cloud down south. But looking at the North Island, we start off with those showers around those western areas, perhaps a few early ones in towards Wellington. Most of those will be cleared by dawn, then a fine day for Wellington. A few of those showers push in towards Auckland and Hamilton for the morning time, but they'll become more isolated again through the afternoon. Some clearer skies back with us, but you can see across these central areas of the North Island, those showers that stick with us through the daytime, some of them fairly heavy through the afternoon, particularly in places like Taupo, Taramanui, and up in towards the Tongariro National Park. So well worth keeping a close eye on the forecast through there. But as we head in towards the night, those skies become clearer. Those showers that should dissipate, and I think we are looking at an improving story through the nighttime. However, we've had that cold air up and across us, and some clearer skies through the nighttime will mean it's a colder night. Daytime temperatures in Auckland up to about 16 degrees Celsius. A couple of degrees cooler though as we head through towards nighttime compared to the nighttime coming up tonight. But for those central areas and places like, say, Palmerston North and Manawatu and down in towards Masterton through the Wairarapa, we could find our temperatures nudging closer towards freezing, perhaps cold enough for a touch of frost first thing on Friday morning. So be warned, it will be a cooler start today on Friday. Heading down towards the South Island, well, generally, it's a drier story for most of us. A few showers still with us across those northern parts of the Tasman district. They'll become more confined towards the ranges as we head through the daytime. And we might just find with this southwesterly feed of air, a few showers just clipping Banks Peninsula. If you're in Christchurch and looking out towards the sea, you might see them, but hopefully they'll stay far offshore. Most of the day, looking fine and dry. Might catch an odd shower in Dunedin, perhaps before dawn, but that'll clear off, and then I think some better, brighter weather through the daytime. Clear skies for many of us as we head through the nighttime, and a cold night coming up in towards Friday morning. Daytime temperatures in Christchurch up to about 13 degrees Celsius, but our nighttime lows back down towards freezing as we head in towards the early hours of Friday morning. So a cold and frosty start for many of us on Friday. High pressure though becomes a bit more of a driving force of our weather through most of the daytime on Friday. There is another front pushing up from the south, bringing some wet weather into Fiordland. And through the afternoon across some, say, Auckland towards that central plateau, we'll find some showers springing up for Friday afternoon, some of those fairly sharp at times. But for those southern parts of the North Island and for the top of the south, most of Friday is looking like a dry, bright, sunny day. That's it from me. This is from metservice.com.